class. I bugged her to run. I knew her sister ran. In 8th grade, she was my age. And she has been a huge impact on my life, on some of my daughter's lives. She has been everything that I ever wanted. And I always call her my 4th daughter, because she seems out of my house. She helped Katie when Katie was a little middle schooler, and I used to bring her to practice. I would say, just go run with Makenna. And Makenna was probably like, and I know they developed a great relationship as well. And it's been great. Makenna's been a part of my life for a great time. She's been a great leader. She does everything for us. She has a smile on her face. Anything I've ever asked her to do since 7th grade, she's always done. And she's just been a huge part of my life. And I don't know how I'm going to do next year without her here. I played the meanest joker ever at camp. She was elected captain, but we chose 6, and we're counting down all the captains. And I always do the highest votes last, but I didn't tell who that we were doing 6 instead of 5. So we're going through, and then I named the 5th one, and Makenna's not called, and I see the tears strolling down her face. And everyone looks in shock at me. And I'm like, oh, by the way, we're having a 6th captain this year. And it was a very mean moment for me, but an awesome moment because she got more votes than any girl that I've ever seen elected. She is the true captain that has done everything for all of you. All your captains have done an amazing job, and I'm going to miss her extremely next year. Senior Captain, Makenna Tracy.
Alright, so I want to start off by thanking you guys for sticking around. I know I'm the last one, so just bear with me. But, okay. Why aren't you running? Were the first words my history teacher said to me on the very first day of the 7th grade. I was already planning on joining the team, and as you can imagine, I was very taken aback when this crazy dude started talking about cross country, and all I had done was introduce myself. Regardless, every day I think about the fact that this simple decision to run cross country has changed my life. Through this experience, I've had the opportunity to make so many close friends that I would not have met otherwise. My best friends are on this team, and most of them are sitting over there right now. And I can't imagine my life without them. I have so many wonderful memories of this team, and I guess that's probably what I'll miss the most. Entire runs dedicated to rapping, singing, gossiping, complaining, or just what we think is deep discussion, but probably is really stupid. Feeding my older sister for the first time, ice baths at hotels, team bonfires, singing High School Musical all the way to Cedar Point. Enjoy it. And honestly, the list goes on and on. And then there were more serious memories. PRing at GWAC my sophomore year, getting injured my junior year, hearing my name called as the final captain this summer, and finally standing here talking to you guys right now. And honestly, it just still feels completely surreal to me that my 4 years on this team come to an end this Saturday. Regardless, I feel completely blessed to have had this opportunity to run. And getting injured at the end of my junior year has been both a blessing and a curse to me. At the time, it was beyond frustrating. I could not see past the immediate disappointment of being unable to run the final races of the season. However, looking back now, I'm to an extent glad that it happened because the recovery process has helped me grow as a person. However, taking 3 weeks off running this summer due to the same injury was mentally one of the hardest things I've ever dealt with. Cross country has always been such a huge part of my life, and now doctors and everybody was telling me I couldn't run. All I wanted to do was leave an impact on this team and my teammates. And every year when we lose seniors, there's somebody standing on this stage that has made such a great impact on me. And I guess I've always felt obligated in some way to leave the same impact on the underclassmen. However, this always just felt next to impossible when I couldn't run or practice with you guys. Sitting there and watching other people run, I feel like is classified as some other totally different type of torture that just messes with you. And so that's why at camp, I will never forget being cleared to run and elected captain in the same day. It was just like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I no longer questioned my role on the team, and knowing that I was healthy and I had both my coaches and my teammates backing me up. And even though getting back into shape after 3 weeks off running was a difficult process, it only strengthened my passion to run and lead on this team. I I knew I'd be limited going into my senior season. And don't get me wrong, I wanted to do everything in my power to run to the best of my ability. But I had to bear in mind that my body would only let me do so much. So I decided pretty early on that the season wasn't going to be about me. It was about the team. And honestly, taking that pressure off myself was probably the best decision I've ever made. Not only do I feel like I've been a better leader for you guys, but my running has improved so much, just not constantly worrying about it and stressing out about it, and just being able to focus on somebody else instead. Throughout my high school experience, I always felt incredibly average in comparison to the talented people that surround me. I'm an average student, an average writer, an average musician, an average athlete, and an average runner. However, anybody that knows me can probably tell you that I'm not satisfied with being average, and I never will be. In fact, the fact that my times were simply middle of the road used to irritate me beyond belief. Every year I would think, I worked hard, I came to every practice, I did every workout. Why am I just so average? Why are my times so average? And then it hit me, there's nothing average about waking up at 7 a.m. every day over the summer. There is nothing average about a group of 150 teenagers dedicated to the sport of running. There is nothing average about cross country. And most importantly, there's nothing average about me. How lucky am I to have found a place where I don't feel so ordinary? How lucky am I to have a place where I feel so comfortable being me? And how lucky am I to have found teammates that make me feel well above average? Very lucky. I want to start off by thanking all my teammates, past and present, for making my cross-country experience so memorable. I've never felt so close to such a large group of people, and I'm very thankful to have had the opportunity to get to know all of you guys. The memories you've left me with are what make this night so important to me. I love all of you for impacting my life, even if it may seem like it was in a small way to you. Next, I want to thank all the coaches for the hard work they put into making this team successful. We don't thank you guys nearly enough, and you guys do so much for us, and that's really great. Coach Hopwood, it's been really great getting to know you this year, and it's been just really nice having another girl coach around, because we've only had Wiley for such a long time, so it's really been a cool opportunity. And Coach Wexler, I don't know if you remember this, but back in middle school, your room was near my locker or something, and you'd always ask me about my races and stuff. But it's been really cool getting to know you and throughout the past couple of years. More specifically, however, I'd like to thank the two people who've been coaching me since my freshman year. Coach Wiley, thank you so much for always being available and so willing to answer all of my questions. People don't realize how much work you put into this team, and I genuinely appreciate all the advice you've given me and everything you've done for me throughout the past 4 years. Whenever things get crazy or hectic and I was at a loss for what to do, I could always count on you to truly listen to what I was saying and offer advice for any issues I was having, and for that I'm extremely thankful. Coach Russ, it's hard to even begin, but thank you for pushing me to be the best person I can be. I seriously do not know where I would be without your influence in my life. And even though you can drive me insane sometimes, I know that you've always had my best interests at heart and genuinely believe in me. I'm so appreciative of everything you've done for me as a teacher and a coach. And your passion for what you do truly inspires me to be a better runner, teammate, leader, and person. And finally, I want to thank my parents. My mom and dad do a lot for me, and I know I don't thank them for it nearly enough. I love you guys a lot, and I just want to thank you guys for always supporting me. You're my biggest cheerleader. You're always at all my races, and you always do so much for me. And especially my mom, because she does so much for this team, and she may say she's doing it just for me and my brother and stuff, but she really cares about all of you guys, and she really wants to make sure you guys are having the best season you can. Thanks again to everybody who's made my cross-country experience so great, and kick some butt at G-Walk this weekend.